Boom, 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 boom. Who is this? Boom, 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 boom. Y'all know what that is. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Y'all know what that is. That's the future. This young hot boy West, the one that just signed the Gucci Mane, and that's young Hezeleo. But we in here today, fresh out the gym, fresh out for handling business. Say, a nigga could tell you anything about me, but if a nigga tell you he don't be handling his business, he a motherfucking lie. He a motherfucking lie. Know I'm talking about? Who that is? Jethro Codeine. Yeah. So if somebody tell you he don't be handling his business, he a lie. I did so much this morning, shit. I felt like I was a part of the Army, the Navy, and the Marines. But look, check this out. Everybody who ordered Dickies, they on the way. Everybody who ordered anything else, voila, it's on the way. At the same damn time, we handled multiple pieces of business and took care of health and wealth all at the same damn time. We got the damn two-row car cleared, the burnt orange joint ready to go. And a couple of other things I can't mention. Know what I'm talking about? And a nigga still fasting and it's almost 4 o'clock. I'm a bad motherfucker. But I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat that for. But yeah, man, hey man, thank y'all for coming, man. Look what we doing right now. Say, man, hey man. We about to get into the Boosie movie review. It's a preview. It's a preview because I haven't seen it yet. The review will come afterwards, after I've watched it. That'll be the post review. Right now we on the pre-review, where we talk about it. Where we talk about why it's important to go and support an indie filmmaker. And also shout out, you know what I mean, the Black Forest, not Forest, Forest, and the homie Claymaker for providing me with dope sounds, you know what I'm saying, that I always play in the background. Producers that give me dope ass dope ass beats for me to drop my lyrics on top. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, so Boosie new movie. Why you should go check it out. Because Boosie basically is one of those legendary younger artists that has that hood community village support. He's a village hero. He connect with his fans on a different level, on an intimate level that money can't buy. It's not that many artists like him that has that direct connection in the mingling intimacy with his fans. Like Boosie fans fuck with him on a whole nother other level, my nigga. For instance, I remember being in Jackson, Mississippi, opening up for Boopak. And because we was who we was, and we was given a good introduction, and we was dressed right, they received us and fucked with us. But it was obvious that was a Boosie fan base. So a lot of things that was happening when I was engaging, meeting Boosie, being around him, I didn't understand it because I didn't know all the charges he was facing at that time. So after the fact, it kind of put me in the know of why he was moving the way he was moving. But salute to Boosie and his whole team, you know what I mean? That boy came home getting major bread, man. I'm talking about major bread. You dig? But when we was in Jackson, it was his time to perform. And I hadn't been to a Boosie show like that. And he had on his signature collar shirt, you know, dressed neat, jewelry, big old chain. The one I think it say I-10 or something. It say something. It's a big old, look like a highway chain and some other things. And so as he was performing his records, which all of them was just ghetto classic hits that everybody was, you know, reciting, he would stop in between and he would calm the crowd down and talk to them. And like a pastor and his congregation, they would respond and interact, but not be too irate where he couldn't communicate with them. And we're talking about a packed house. Shout out to Stokes. Shout out to Stokes for even having us. Big old packed house, nice club. And the congregation was probably 1,500 to 2,000 people or better. But when Boo would talk to them, they would be listening and they would be interacting. So at one part of the show, he was expressing how his diabetes was bothering him. And you could hear the oohs and the ahs and the concern, like this was some different type shit. I seen Pimp control a crowd before, and this was some of that shit, but it was way more intimate. It was another level. And then he started speaking about something else. Dead homies, this and that. Did a couple more songs, went back to the talking. And then as he was talking, he started to shed a tear. Some of the people in the crowd started to shed a tear also. I said, boy, what the fuck am I witnessing, boy? This some occult type now. That's just how in depth my nigga and his fan base are. Like that nigga got a hellified motherfucking fan base, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, let's get into it. So we're gonna be checking out Boosie new movie, you know what I mean? The biopic called My Struggle. I'm excited to see it. And I love when artists and different people from our culture jump out there and do indie films because they're able to employ so many people. You know what I mean? They're able to give opportunity to put so many people in front of their camera. That's a great opportunity that some of these people would have never got. But because it's an indie film, boom. And I can see right now, he's going to have like Lil Duval, some more social media stars, just different people, you know what I'm saying, that the industry probably wouldn't recognize at this level. All these people are a part. Shout out to Julius from Waco, you know what I mean? Be right there on the side of Boosie all the time. Julius, yeah, be fooling with the exotic pop. He right there on the side of Boosie all the time, you know what I mean? And he like to vlog it from Facebook, and I be telling him, man, take that shit to the tube, cause that's some motherfucking buzzworthy ass clips and visuals that is so exclusive, like we just can't get that. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the biopic, My Struggle. I think that it depicts from when he was a kid and different times in his life all the way up to now. So that has to be interesting. I love those type of films. That's why I'm so attached to the whole Wu-Tang saga. Get Rich or Die Trying is still one of the best films I've seen, you know what I'm saying, about a artist or whatever. That was on a different level, but on the underground, a Boosie movie is going to generate just as much buzz and capital because of the loyal fan base and then everybody connected to the fan base. I seen some clips. I seen a clip where there was a character playing Pimp, and I'm interested in seeing how many roles that character have. Off top, from looking kind of, you know, from a distance, he kind of favored Pimp a bit, but the vocal was a little thrown off. But now we're not gonna get into that because I haven't seen the entire movie, but I saw that and I was a little thrown off about that. But that ain't got shit to do with the entire body of the movie. So we're gonna go check that out this afternoon, and then, you know, got some other things, connect with my kinfolk, this and that, this and that. But I will be back for a post review. I don't know if it'll be tonight, but it'll be soon after I view the movie. You know what I mean? But I got a few clip notes I wanted to speak about times when, you know what I'm saying, I bumped into Boosie and whatnot. One of the major times that me and my partner talk about Big Jack. Pimp had came down from Atlanta in the early 2000s, and on the low, he put a good bit of his equipment at Big Jack's shop. You know what I mean? This was the early beginnings of him doing music and recordings with Boosie and Webby when they were like teenagers. So in PA, right off of Gillum Circle at Big Jack's barbershop, which on another side, he had a little private area. And Pimp set his equipment up in that area. Nobody really knew. Close people knew. You know what I mean? Because if other type people knew, they probably would have tried to bore a hole through the wall to try to steal something. But it wasn't really known to a lot of people. But he used to tell me. I didn't know Pimp well back then. You know what I mean? I knew back then I would know Bun better than I know Pimp. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like I was trying to go over there to bump into Pimp or anything like that. When I would go, I'd see Bun. Bun would be in the barbershop getting his hair cut and shit. I remember one day Bun was in the barbershop, he was getting his hair cut, and he kept mumbling syllables and words and all kind of shit. He was saying these big old ass words. And I was fucking with him like, nigga, what is you doing? And nigga said, I'm writing a rhyme in my head. So, I thought to myself back then, this got to be a clever motherfucker. I wasn't able to do that back then. Especially fucking with these big old ass words. He was busting down some old big old ass word, you know what I mean? Like if it was spelled out, it'd probably be about that long. But anyway, in the early 2000s, Pimp was set up back there, and he had Boosie and Webby actually in Big Jack barbershop, to do recordings or whatever. Jack met them and was around them, you know what I'm saying, multiple times. But that was so long ago. I think he even lost contact of understanding who they became a little later after that. But in the humble beginnings, yeah, them niggas used to be in PA at Jack Barbershop chilling with Pimp, creating music. You know what I mean? And then other times where I bumped into him after that, I would say we were doing a show in Lafayette. I think it was Lafayette. Me, Pimp, Vicious. I think Bundy was with us, and Dobie D was with us, and we was in the parking lot with D Solo from Houston. He had the TV show used to come on. Now I always get this kind of like confused because it was two different TV shows came on around the same time in Dallas and Houston. One was called Flavor TV. I'm thinking that one was in Dallas, if I remember correctly. And one was called Street Flavor. I'm thinking Street Flavor was with D Solo in Houston. So on this particular segment, D Solo was following us around, and we was at the hotel, and then we went to the club. Now, when we got to the club, we was just in the parking lot doing a brief little interview, and Pimp introduced me. And as we stood in the circle doing a little brief interview with D Solo in the parking lot, I saw probably about, let me try to get close to the number. I seen white t-shirts, look like little ghosts. It was about a dozen white t-shirts. Because it was in the dark. We was in the dark, you know what I mean? And I seen these t-shirts coming. And then as they got close, Pimp was talking to the camera, you know, on the mic. But I'm looking at the surroundings, so I recognize, and these t-shirts kind of bopping. And then I look, I say, damn, that's Boosie. So I'm like, Pimp, that's Boosie right there. So Pimp stopped the interview. They kept the cameras rolling, but he just stopped and was like, Boosie. He like, who that is? That's Pimp. He like, yeah, nigga, come here. And so he mobbed over there, and he came in the circle. Got at Pimp, you know, they wrapped up, talked, boom, 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 and he put Boo right on the spot and started doing the interview, introducing them. Then he introduced them to me. Now the other dudes, like I said, it was about 12 of them. I don't know who they were, you know, but they all had on white t-shirts and big jeans and shit, and they happened to mob up at the same time. That was one of the, I would have to say, first encounters that I remember with Pimp and Boo at the same time. You know what I mean? But later on, we went in the club and did our thing, and it was a gangster party. It was one of those parties that started probably at 9 p.m. and didn't end until 6 a.m. type shit. Goddamn club stay open all night long. Niggas in there jigging and hey. I don't know if you partied in Louisiana, but you gotta understand something. Them niggas don't go to the club until 1 a.m. Nigga, the party don't, hey listen, the party don't start until 1 a.m. You hear me? This straight up vampire hours. But yeah, so we kicked it with him that day, and then when did I see him next? I think the next time I saw him, it was All-Star Weekend. I saw him in Houston. And this time, it was a lot going on. Let me see. It was a lot going on. I wish Bub was in here because I remember this one. We we went to the club and he was with his people and we kicked it with him and chopped it up. Damn, I wish Bub was in here cause I went back to the room. But look, we was kicking it and we was doing whatever we was doing. But I got this phone call. I had been trying to wrap this little situation up, all the weekend. And when I got the call, she was like, I'm at the hotel. How long you gonna be? And I'm asking Mama like, what we finna do? Mama like, we just finna go to the party with Boosie and them, boom, boom, boom. We got a section and all that type of shit. So I hollered at Bub like, hey, you good? Y'all good? Y'all good? And everybody like, yeah, they good. Cause we wasn't needed. We wasn't finna perform. We were just at the party. But while I was at the party, I seen Boo and about 14, 15 niggas with white t-shirts. I left. I went back to the hotel by myself. I just dissipated, huh? I took jewelry, took off, you know what I'm saying, and became a regular nigga and phew, shot back to the hotel. Cause boy, when I tell you the yellow bone, I had motherfucking me pulled, you know what I'm saying? Long ass, silky motherfucking hair, little sex ass bitch told me she at the motherfucking motel waiting on me, nigga, fuck this party, nigga. Nah. And mama say shit, she was good, so, and plus, the whole crew was with her, so shit. I migrated and I left. But soon as I left, somebody tried to snatch Boosie chain. Like, come on, dog. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Them 13, 14 niggas with them t-shirts on, them niggas ain't finna sit there and watch you take Boosie chain. So I heard when I left, like right after I left, somebody snatched Boosie or whatever and shit. Them motherfucking t-shirts was on them niggas like motherfucking Ghostbusters. Yeah, they got that motherfucking chain back. They got that chain back and some other shit, you know what I mean? But I left and missed that part. But I seen them a little bit throughout the weekend and shit. And then I think the next time I saw him was in Dallas. I saw him in Dallas with Webby. And then I think Pimp had passed by then. I seen him again in Dallas. It was me and Bun and Gorilla Zoe was there and Boosie was there. Now this time it was more on an intimate level where Bun could say, hey, look, boo, this Pimp artist, boom, boom. He like, yeah, we met a couple of times. And I ran it back to him, when we had bumped into each other, multiple times. And he remembered. And so we took a picture and we spoke briefly. But I can tell that he was kind of like uneasy. You know what I mean? So I kept my conversation real brief. And I went back to the VIP, which it was very nice. It was very nice. It was set up with bottles and everything. Bun VIP was set up so cold. And then he was going from his VIP to playing skills VIP. And he was like, come over here. And I went to, but I did some old nigga ass shit. I went to playing skills VIP and they was like, they had big ass leaders, a Grey Goose or whatever. It was like, you want a drink? I'm like, hell yeah. I grabbed a motherfucking bottle. I grabbed a motherfucking bottle. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna pour that up. But, niggas on another level. So them niggas was like, nah, you good. Calm down. And I'm like, what these niggas tripping on? And then a, little sex ass waitress came and she did it for me. And I'm like, yeah, all right. But in my VIP, that ain't how I rock. Like it's certain bottles that I'll have in my VIP. Baby, I don't need you to touch them. Cause I'm drinking straight out of the bottle. That's just how I rock. Now you can do your job and bring the set up and pull up and do what you do, but It's 2 bottles in this VIP that I'm drinking straight out of. The rest of that shit, yeah, you can do all that. But yeah. So we kicked it with Boo, Gorilla Zoe, and playing skills that day. And so the next time I saw him, we was at the Cajun Dome. We was at the Cajun Dome with Mama. Mama had got us big limousine, this and that. Me, Vicious, Bub. I forgot who else was with us, but it was Lil Wayne and Baby and his squad he had at the time. I think that was actually called Squad Up. Mac Main and the little bright skin dude, I forgot his name. He used to be with Lil Flip too. I forgot his name, but all of them was there. And then Boosie came. Now, Wayne was in his trailer. He never came out. But Baby and Slim was up against the wall chilling. And Mama was chopping it up with them. You know, I go chop it up with them, introduce myself and shit. Now, Baby, he said a few more words than Slim. Slim just kind of looked at a nigga like, yeah, yeah. Slim was few words. Slim ain't say shit. When I think about it, Slim ain't say a motherfucking thing. I couldn't lie and say Slim said 5 motherfucking words in a sentence. Slim did a whole bunch of looking, watching, and pointing. Now, Baby, he was chilling. He was talking shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, this and that. Sipping some Grey Goose or some shit, you know what I mean? Whatever, raspberry, whatever it was. And he talked a bit more, but he still was kind of like, okay, yeah, whoa, there, all that there. Now, I kicked it more with Mac Main them and the Squad Up niggas. They had a VIP backstage that was set up so throwed. It was Cash Money VIP dressing room, you know what I mean? I went in a couple of other niggas' dressing room, and they dressing room was nice. It had a couple of drinks, some ice, this and that. But Lil Wayne dressing room was catered. I'm talking about one big ass table catered, nigga. What I'm talking about, any and everything you want. Motherfucking meats and cheeses and olives and sandwiches and this and that, chicken wine. Hey, them niggas shit was laid out. But I got to talk to Boosie that night a little bit too. And he really was like, you know what I mean? So I was trying to wonder like what was going on, and then I talked to Vicious, and Vicious told me at the time they were kind of into it, Wayne and Boosie. So I understood a little better, and then I found out later in life, you know, he was facing all those charges or whatever. So every time I met him, he was tense, but he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He was cool in the motherfucker. But I would like to say, definitely, I'm going to check out the movie. I would encourage anybody else, hey man, buy that ticket. I think it's online. It's on BoosieMovie.com. It's called My Struggle, and I'm excited. I want to check this out. I think it's gonna be dope. You know what I mean? But yeah. We're gonna go get that in and then go from there. It dropped yesterday on the 24th, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all make sure y'all get in there and go check that out. Appreciate everybody been going view the cartel interviews. I wanted to say this. They moving the way they moving for a reason. And I'm going to just say that, you know what I mean? It's a method to my madness, whatever I do. Most of the time, I'm very meticulous and calculated. So know, if they moving the way they're moving the where they're moving, there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? Let me see who's off in here, man. Must be a lot of new people, man. But yeah, Flavor TV was in Dallas. Yeah, so it had to be Street Flavor. It had to be Street Flavor. Yeah. Let me see. I bought it. I bought it and watched it last night. He didn't really touch on Pimp or the relationship till at, let me see, Trill at all. I guess this was touching more on personal events. Definitely, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm going to support it. I seen a Pimp C character in there. You know what I mean? That was cool. But yeah, I'm definitely going to support it and see what it do. And like I say, I'll be back to do the post review. But yeah, go check that out. My struggle, the Boosie biopic. So what did you think about it though, man? What did you think about it? Jeff wrote codeine. What did you think about it? Was it good? In your standards, was it a good film? I'm about to go see what it do. I seen my nigga Tum Tum. He said he saw it. He said he liked it. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out and I'll get back at y'all. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and it's gonna do what it's gonna do. Know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Yeah, it was good. Okay. Hey, so you got it off boosiemovie.com, right? You got it off boosiemovie.com. Let me see. I got it on the low if y'all need it. Nah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's let that man get all that bread. You know what I mean? Let's let that man get all that bread, man. You know what I mean? Because Boosie employ a lot of niggas. A lot of niggas like me and you. When Boosie make money, a lot of niggas eat. You know what I mean? Let me see. Disappointed in the casting choices for Webby and Pimp. Wow. I'm going to have to go check that out. But all in all, like I say, it's a brick in the wall in the right direction. I too aspire to be a producer of a film one day. An author, you know what I mean? But I use my own resources and my own money so my machine move how it would move. And I'm cool with that. But definitely I support what Boo doing and shit. And I'm gonna go give him his $20 and check that hoe out. Yay, a director, all that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna go get that man his $20, and I suggest y'all go get that man his $20 if you fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. I do it twice. It's nothing because I know he break bread with his people. He break bread with his folk. You know what I mean? So I love it. It ain't that I even like that. I love it. I love it when we can be resourceful and then break bread with our folk. That's what it's hitting for, and that's what it's about. But it's your boy, he's elite. I'm out, and I'm going to come back after I check out the film, and we're going to talk about it. It is what it is again. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to do what it's going to do. Know what I'm talking about? Long live the Pimp and Mama West. Free young Pimp and free young Heezy. We'll talk about that one day.